What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm gonna talk about the problems and issues and the things I hate about most, pretty much all of insurance policies and their programs, and how their system operates when it comes to car insurance policies. So recently, and me, I recently I started. I'm 27, but I just had my license, and I just started driving probably like 3 years ago. So I had my license and I started driving, I think when I was like 25 years old or 24, around 25 years old. I'm a kind of a late bloomer because no one taught me how to drive growing up. My family pretty much useless and stuff. So I taught myself how to drive, and I was able to get my own license and my own vehicle. So I've been driving for about 3 years. I have my license for about 3 years and stuff like that. And I'm still trying to learn about insurance policies and how it works and the programs and how their system runs. So so recently, I had my first vehicle damage. It wasn't caused by me or anything like that. It was due to a natural disaster. So pretty much I had a huge snowstorm recently in my area, and then all the snow, the snow was bad to where like there was like 5 feet of snow, and it's covering up most of the vehicles. It's dangerous driving. So what happened was that most of the snow, it got stuck all over inside my front bumper inside my vehicle. Like all the snow was piled up in there, to the point where like it kind of like made my front bumpers loose, and it kind of cracked open in a way. And not only that, but like when I was driving, I got stuck so many times with all the feet of snow, to where my car can't even drive and maneuver, and gotten stuck. So like I'd have called tow companies and certain like tow companies, to where they had to tow my car. Not completely. I'm still able to. I just had them tow my car just so they could remove my car away from all that deep of snow. That's why. So they could put me at a much more safer driving lane, so I could drive through that. Because while I was stuck in the snow, I was stuck for like so many hours, and during that time, you have a group of people, they were like digging out the snow in certain lanes, so it'd be easier for vehicles to go through it. It was a very dangerous situation. I don't know. I think because I was driving in the freeway, and that's where my car got. Well, it's not my car. So many cars got stuck within the snow, and everyone was driving slow anyways. But I think it was so bad to where like they warned a lot of people not to drive on the freeways or on these roads around my area. But the reason why I didn't know is because I didn't got the notification or the news until later. They didn't really notify through our phones or anything like that. I don't watch TV like that. So I thought it was a normal day, but then all that snow just piled up literally at the last minute. All that snow, it piled up literally at the last minute. Like it didn't happen. Like one day it was raining, it was snowing, but not as much. And the next day it started piled up, all that shit. So I didn't know. but long story short, I had to get my those tow companies had to like tow my car, and like they attached. I forgot what they attached, but they attached certain wires into my front bumper car so they could get it out. I think they kind of damaged my front bumpers, or they made it loose, because like that was the only way they're able to remove my vehicle from all that deep of snow. It was that bad and stuff like that. So that kind of resulted in making my front bumpers extremely loose, and it's pretty much damaged up. It's hard to explain. So like I can still fix it, like not fix it, but like I could set it up in a way to where like it won't hang loose, because my front bumpers, both of them are hanging loose in a way. And I was worried that, oh shit, if I continue driving, it's gonna fall off. It's kind of like that, but not. It's still stable, but it's still loose, if that makes sense. So it looks like it's about to fall off. You can tell there's a lot of open cracks on it, but for some reason I'm still able to drive it and sustain it for all these months. The reason why I'm not able to schedule to get it fixed up is because of my work, and like I need my car, and I love my car, and I love to use it. So I'm planning on using it, which I am right now, once I'm on my 2-week vacation away from work, which I am right now. So that's when I booked it. So long story, but I am still able to fix my front bumpers, or I meant like place it in a way where it's not hanging loose. So who knows how long it's gonna last? But at the same time, but anyways, so I went to my local mechanical shop, and then now once I'm done with that, I called my car insurance policy, and then they had me take pictures of the damages, and they had me explain what happened, the situation. And I also went to my mechanical shop, and they took pictures of it, and then they told me the total cost of the repairs for my insurance and all those stuff. And then they have me send their paperwork to my insurance. So I'm sending multiple paperworks. It's called what's it called? I forgot what's it called. There's a word for it. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the word for it, but there's a name for it. But anyways, pretty much I sent up my paperwork from my mechanical shop to my car insurance policies, and then the car insurance policies, they had me take pictures for them, and I sent them that. So I had a lot of the paperwork for them to show, and they pretty much added the paperwork, the cost of repairs and damages that the mechanical shop took for me, and I sent it out to them pretty much, if that makes sense. So now they looked both of them, they put all those paperwork together, and then they've done all those things, and they've completed the total cost of what my insurance is willing to pay, but there's also this one thing. It's called a deductible, and I didn't know that. So a deductible means is when, like, pretty much it's how much money that you're supposed to pay on a down payment after your car has been damaged. It doesn't. You don't even have to be at fault for it. It could be completely out of your control, not even your fault. Like in my case, it was a natural fucking disaster. No one hit my car. I didn't hit anyone's car. I didn't cause a snowstorm. It was due to natural disasters, and they fucked up my vehicle. But I still had to pay $1,000. I had to pay $1,524 for no. I only had to pay $1,000 on a down payment up front, and my insurance, they're paying only $524. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm confused at this point. Once I saw the paper, I'm like, hold up, how the fuck am I paying that much money? I'm paying more than them. Even this shit wasn't even my fault. And I had my car insurance policies for over 2 years, and I'm paying, like, I think $220 or $240 a month for my car insurance policies, around that range, around the low 200s. So I feel like that's not a bad deal. It's a lot. We were paying like 300 or late 200s. Me, I'm kind of mild. I'm in the middle. I'm paying, I think, like 200 to 220 or 40 for my car insurance policy and stuff. Maybe slightly more, but I forgot. But in my opinion, I feel like that's a lot of money going to my insurance policy. And I consider myself as a very safe driver. I never had a history of car accidents so far, thank God. And I never hit them. So I don't get it. So my mom, like, I'm kind of pissed off and confused because did I not do the paperwork right? Is my auto shop scamming me? Are they trying to get something out of me? Is my car insurance policy, are they useless? Are they scamming me or some shit? You know, because I thought that my car insurance policy is pretty good, which it is. They offer pretty good deals. Maybe they don't because I'm new, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man? As long as I'm not paying over as long as I'm not paying $300 or late 200s, and I'm good. But so I'm just saying, like, how the fuck, why am I paying a down payment off of that shit? That's just not my fault. I thought car insurance policies, I thought they cover all the damages, especially if it wasn't your fault. I thought they pay for all that shit. Same with disasters and car damages, especially if it wasn't your fault. I thought they cover all that shit 100%. That's what I assumed, because from my logic, which makes sense, is that if you're paying a lot of money, like around $200-$300 a month throughout multiple years, ever since you got your car, for that insurance policy to watch your ass, to take care of your vehicle, because that money is coming off of your hard-earned money and out of your pockets, that's going to their company. They're supposed to cover all that shit 100%, because even my deductible is at $1,000. The amount of money I've been paying over 3 years and stuff like that, they could cover my deductible without a doubt. I paid over, like, probably, I'm quick math, I'm not doing the math, but on estimate, I'm pretty sure I spent over $3,000 to $5,000 worth of car insurance monthly payments on total, because I paid $220 a fucking month, right, throughout the span of 3 years. I'm pretty sure, and up until now, for 3 years, I'm pretty sure that it expands up to $3,000 to $5,000, even more. So they can cover all that shit. But so that's my logic. So why the fuck am I paying $1,000 for a fucking down payment? I'm not gonna fucking pay you straight up $1,000 off of my fucking paycheck. The fuck out of here, dude. They probably do offer services or programs so I can pay monthly. Hopefully, I haven't talked to them yet, but I'm going to. But it's just like, it's ridiculous. So then I called my car insurance policy because I thought something was going on. And then fast forward, and after calling them and asking them all these questions, pretty much, and all the information I've gotten, pretty much basically how car insurance policies work. I'm not sure if it's all of them. Maybe I have the wrong one. Let me know. I'm still gonna do my research before I take any action. But pretty much, and I'm gonna talk to my friends and the people I know about it too, the ones that have more experience. But pretty much a deductible is pretty much, it's some bullshit. It's pretty much some type of payment where you have to pay just so you could like basically feed into your insurance policy to kind of add more money to them so they can cover your costs even more. But the less you pay on a down payment, if your car is damaged, then the more money you have to pay monthly for your car insurance policy. So for example, if I'm paying $220 a month for my car insurance policy, right? And if my vehicle is damaged, that was out of my control, my down payment is $1,000, right? But let's say I want to lower it to $500 or $300. I could do that, but with an expense of me having to increase my monthly car insurance payments every month. So me originally paying $220, since I lowered my deductible payment, now I have to pay $300 just to pay $500 or $400 on a down payment off of the deductible. I could do that, but it's gonna come a price for me to pay $300, even over $300 a month within my car insurance policies, and until my policy expires, and then I could either renew or change how much I get paid monthly. Whenever and then I could, you know what I'm saying? So for any other future damage my car has, I could pay that deductible like $1,000 or so if I continue to lower my car insurance policy, or if I change it up or more, you know what I'm saying? So it's just more of my deductible or less. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's just I don't get it. So it's just, this shit's wild, dude. So I'm like, bro, like, I don't get it. I mean, there's probably more to it that makes sense, in my opinion. But me, like I said, I'm very basic. I'm very simple-minded. I'm very logical as well. So from my understanding, why the fuck do we still got to pay a down payment even though we're paying all this money given to these insurance policies, to these insurance companies? Why can't y'all use our own money that we actually chose and forced by the system, by the law? Because if we don't, we'll get arrested or we get our car taken away. Why the fuck you're not using that money that we paid for from our hard-earned pockets throughout all these fucking years, and you guys can't even fucking use those payments to cover our deductibles? What sense does that fucking make? But no, because everyone wants money, the whole system is scammed, everything is corrupted, like every human being is a slave in this society. So they try to benefit off of us and take and scam the people of the collective throughout this whole world society. The whole world and society, they've been doing this shit in different ways that we don't realize or understand. And it makes sense. And how ironically that, oh, we have a car damage that's out of our control, that wasn't our fault, we're completely innocent, which that is the case. But nope, you guys still got to pay that long ass fucking down payment, that high ass down payment amount, even though it wasn't your fault. But you know, it's all because we could like ensure that our car insurance policies are well taken care of, or that they'll have your back, even though we can afford your deductible because you paid all that shit throughout every month, and we're still going to charge you that much amount. And if you want to lower that amount, then we're going to charge you more per month if you want to lower that deductible. What sense does that fucking make? This shit makes no fucking sense. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck, dude? This shit, I don't understand this shit. It's like this society, this world, they'll try to find any type of way regardless to take your money. And that's what I realized when it comes to taxes that don't go anywhere, that don't do shit. When it comes to car damages, your rent, your mortgage, your payment. When it comes to most of these jobs that don't pay you as much, they overwork you and underpay you. Lack of benefits, lack of like human care, lack of health care, and all this bullshit, dog. I'm in a profession to where like my healthcare is covered for. But if I'm away from that profession and I were to be a civilian now, if I were to get like some type of damage related to health, I can't imagine how much I got to pay for that. You know, I've heard stories of like civilians and people to where when they get like a health damage or like something happens to their body part or just something like that, or like and they get hurt, I'm not sure how the health medical care insurance works because I never done that before, but like I've heard they pay a lot of money and they take a lot of people's money off of that shit. And again, I'm not talking about the people who work for these insurance companies and these medical institutions or career fields. I'm not talking about them. They're just doing their job. They're doing the best they can, and they're working hard, and God bless them. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the system. I'm talking about the government. I'm talking about the world that controls this shit. That's what I'm talking about, not the people. They're innocent. They're trying to work hard, and congratulate to them, because working in careers and to even get into these medical careers and all the amount of years and the hard work and discipline it takes, it's very respectable, and God bless them. They're just doing the best they can, and they're just, they're doing the best they can on what they know, but it's out of their control. They're not controlling it. It's the people over them. It's the government. It's the people who rule this world. Whoever the fuck it is that are orchestrating all this shit. You know what I'm saying? So this shit's ridiculous. I don't understand this shit. Fortunately, me, I am in the military, so so whenever something happens to me, health related, it's covered for 100%. I don't have to pay anything out of pocket. But if I were to not be in the military, or even before I joined the military, even if you're a civilian, if you never served, or yet you're not in the military currently, then if you're, I'm not sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure if you get hurt, when it comes to health related, then I'm pretty sure you still have to pay a lot of money out of pocket, or I've heard stories of it, so me, I'm still in the military, so I don't know how it works, but I've heard stories again, like people, they get paid a lot. They get charged a lot, so it's ridiculous, man. This shit's insane. So I never really understand that shit. So it's ridiculous, dude. It's crazy how the system in this world will find so many ways to take money off of your pockets, to scam and steal money off of you. It makes no sense. It doesn't, So it's weird, it's so unnecessary too, because people work in these jobs, they don't get paid as much. People in this whole world, they don't get paid as much. So it's kind of fucked up where all the money they're paying off of their insurance per month all these years, they still got to pay a deductible at a high rate, even it's like $500,000-$200,000. That's still a lot of money in my eyes. I don't care how rich you are, I don't care how much money you make. It's still not right for you to still pay money off of that, because it's understandable if you just had your insurance and you barely made payments for maybe for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. That's understandable, to where the amount of money you're paying for your insurance policy, you're paying less compared to your deductible. That makes sense. And yeah, I feel like people should get charged for their deductible if they're not getting charged like that. But when it comes to but when it comes to you paying your monthly car insurance for all these years and for all these months, you shouldn't be getting charged to pay for a deductible. You shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So, and I get it. And there's probably deeper information on how systems works that I'm probably not aware of, that I'm very ignorant of. And if that's the case, my apologies, and I take everything I say back. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about as of what I know right now. I still got to do my research. I still got to ask people. But still, though, it's just, I feel like it's kind of wrong, especially all the money you paid per month all these years, and that it's enough money to where it could cover your deductible, but it can't. For some reason, it can't. But at the same time, I have empathy. I can see both sides, but at the same time, I get it. And for you just got your car insurance policy, and you just barely made those monthly payments, and all the monthly payments is, let's say for example, is less than $1,000, right? And your deductible is $1,000. Then that's understandable. Then I can see why they want you to pay that deductible, because you barely had your insurance, you barely put money into it. That makes sense. But I'm talking about if you've been putting money all these years, you've been feeding your car insurance policy, you've been giving them all your money every month and stuff off your paycheck, but you still got to pay a deductible for a high amount. I don't get it, bro. It's just weird. But that's all I got to say, and have a good one. Peace. And please let me know your thoughts about it, or educate or inform me on how this shit works. Do I have the wrong insurance policy, or do all insurance policies work like that? Am I taking the wrong one, or am I right? Or they're all like that, or not everyone is like that, or there's other services or options for you to take for you to prevent from paying these deductibles without them having to increase your monthly pay for your insurance policy if you were to decrease the deductible payment amount. Please let me know and have a good one. Peace.